Hey, what's up? Good evening, everybody. My apologies for the few minutes late. Few minutes late. We are starting all together a little bit later tonight than usual. Our 8:30. It's 8:34. We normally start at 8 o'clock, so I hope there was not anyone that missed that announcement and aren't and was waiting for us. I'm sorry, was waiting for us at 8 and we didn't get started. But we are starting tonight. Our time was 8:30 tonight. 8:30 tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Real Life Relationship Growth Platform. I am glad you all are here. I am Donna. I'm the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth um, platform, channel, podcast, whatever it is you want to call it. I am glad you are here. Thank you for joining. Thank you to those who are subscribing new. I know we got a new subscriber today. Thank you so much for that. Please make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. You gotta like the page, and you hit that bell icon so you won't miss anything. You won't miss anything. Let's see. Let's get this thing started, y'all, because we were doing a little bit of chatting in the back room. And there's a lot to say about tonight's topic. There's a lot to say about tonight's topic. So let's get the preliminaries out of the way. What's going on, everybody? Again, I am Donna. I'm the creator of the Real Life Relationship Growth Everything. Here at the Real Life Relationship Growth, we are about growing healthy relationships. Healthy relationships. I always like to start out by saying this: I am not a relationship expert. I'm just a black woman in this world, living this life, doing the thing, and enjoying myself in the process. That is who I am. I have had some ups in life, I have had some downs, and I've learned to take those ups and keep feeding off of them and sharing them. Those downs, I'm going to share some of those as well because, you know, when you've been down a road, you don't want other people to go that way. And although we're all responsible for ourselves and taking on accountability and responsibility for ourselves, we can always kind of help. I don't believe in just always sharing the good news. You know, like if you know there's a sale somewhere and you know your girl's been looking for a certain pair of shoes or whatever, you going to call everybody and be like, girl, they got a sale. Go get you some shoes, right? Same thing, same thing. I look at it the same way. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. All right, all right. So we're not here to necessarily change your mind, but maybe your perspective. Because sometimes our perspectives are a little off because we live what we learn, right? So sometimes we do things just based off of what mama and them said, what daddy and them did, and how someone may have hurt us or whatever, but we don't want to keep going and living like that. We want to do better for ourselves and those around us. All right. So all right, listen now. This is a criteria for you to be a part of this family. You ready? You have to be single, dating, courting, engaged, married, divorced, or a widower. That is the criteria for you to be a part of this family. Guarantee if you're at least the age 21, you fall into one of those categories. One of those things describes you and your position in life. So this is the right place for you. So listen, if you have some good news, some good information, something you want to share, put it in the chat. Type it in the chat. We're going to try to get everybody's comments on. We should have a phone number tonight for you all to be able to call in and make your comments. We're just waiting on that to happen. In the back studio, we're waiting for that to be prepared. If it does not tonight, it's okay. You guys can still type in the chat. Tell us what you want to say. We'll get it on the screen. Our extraordinaire, educator extraordinaire. I just tried to make something up. It didn't work. But she know who she is. She has that like sultry, that reader voice. Y'all gonna meet her in just a second. And first of all, let's bring her on right now. My right hand, my girl, Miss Corey B.
You were talking about me?
Girl, you know I was.
Hey, well, hello.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh man, looking forward to tonight's topic.
Yes, 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 yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right. So let me get everybody on so we can get this thing popping. We can get this thing going. I appreciate you being here, sis. And as always, um, we have an order of things here, and the men on the platform, the men who are a part of this in the backdrop, in the backstage, in the studio, my producers, they are such gentlemen. So
Mhm.
I'm going to do things in order the way that they would want me to. So I'm going to save the men for last because they open doors.
Okay.
They pull
All
out
right.
heads. This is what.
Mm-hmm.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna keep it rocking on here. Next up is my girl who has become a part of the producer team. She snuck her way in, but we love it. She sneaked her way in. I put it in. I was like, girl, you know. All right, my girl, Miss Stacy. What's up, Stace? You on mute, sweet Stacy?
Come try one more time. Hi.
All
Hey.
right, sis. What's going on? Y'all heard me call her Sweet Stacy, right? Why I call
Mhm.
you Sweet Stacy? Give him a little bit, Stacy.
They call me Sweet Stacy's because that's the name of my bakery, Sweet Stacy's.
And it's located where?
It's located in McDonough, Georgia, 2570 Highway 42 North, McDonough, Georgia.
All right. Thank you for that, sis. Thank you for that. You know, we got to big up our black businesses, especially our sisters. All right, all right. So next, we're gonna bring all the way from the great state of Texas. What up, Kita?
What up, though?
How are you, lady?
I am doing well. How about yourself? Hey, everybody.
Good, 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 good. Keita, I need you to. You look like one of the kids at the Thanksgiving table that didn't get a good. There you
I'm
go.
at the little bitty table.
Yeah, they gave you a little table, and you try to sit at the
Trying to
big
reach up.
table, but you.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So for right now, in this moment, I'm gonna say last but not least in this moment because we do have another one of our brothers coming on, but right now he is the only level of testosterone in the room, and we love it because it's needed. We got to balance this thing out. My boy, Mr. Tony Fontana. Hey, Tony.
Hey, ladies. Hey, Donna. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're gonna get started on this thing, and just to let you guys know, our brother King, King of the North, he'll be coming
Mhm.
in soon. He'll be coming in soon. He'll be popping in and joining us soon. If you oh, and wow, I think we should have two more in addition to that, but that's all right. We got room on the couch.
All right now.
So y'all ready? Y'all just come on in studio. Again, we will have a phone number that we're going to post in the chat. If you want to call in, if you want to call in tonight, we tried it one time and it worked great before. We want to keep this thing going when we can. But if you want to call in and give us your thoughts and your opinion, your perspective, because that's what we're here for on the topic, please, please do. So let's get this thing started. Tonight's topic is give me my phone back. Today we're making red beans. That is tonight's topic. Give me my phone back. So I made a little commercial as I normally do to let everybody know what's going to be popping, what we're going to be talking about on Thursday, right? And in the commercial, for those who do not know, um, and I'm sure those of us who live here in Georgia, we know a lot more of it because this particular radio personality is on air here in Atlanta in the ATL. But there's a video that's going around. Everybody either saw it, reposted it, whatever, had their comments and their thoughts on it. If you have not seen the video, you more than likely will go watch it after this discussion. Um, I am not going to play the video. I thought about it. I'm like, should I play it? Should I not? And I have my reasons for not playing the video. But even though I'm not going to play the video, we're going to describe pretty much what happened. We want to describe pretty much what happened. Who has the best description? What is it, Miss Keita? Miss Keita, you got the best description of the video. You want to describe what happened?
It was a mess.
Okay.
She pretty much for what we say in Detroit, she pretty much placated that he jumped on her and was trying to beat her to get his phone back, when in all actuality she did it to herself. um she made herself fall on the floor. She made it seem like he was on her along with, I'm assuming, was her son that was filming it. And it really, to me, in my opinion, it made it seem like he they planned it.
Mm.
Because why else would the son be sitting there videoing it? Mr. Tigger, get off my mama. I mean, not my mama, but get off of her. Get off of her. And it's like, how did you know that that was going to play out like that?
Okay. Okay.
How did you know?
Okay. Okay. So again, everybody has their own personal opinions and their, you know, their thoughts on what they saw and what they felt was going on. So, Keita, I really appreciate that. Appreciate that you giving us a little snippet and an overview of what happened during the video. During the video. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Anybody else want to get a commentary on what they saw and what they thought? You on mute, baby. You on mute.
There are a couple of videos going around because what I saw was different than what you showed me.
Mm-hmm.
And what I saw, they were standing up.
Mm-hmm.
And he had his arms around her, like almost like if you're sitting in a picture and somebody's hugging you, but you can see both people, kind of that situation. But I didn't see the phone. I'm sure she had the phone because he was trying to get the phone, and he's trying to get. She's bending over, and she flops. She flops. That's a term I know of from basketball. When somebody, accidentally fouls somebody and they start, they, do all the dramatics and things, right? So she flops and she doesn't hit the floor, but she flops down to the floor. She was already bent over, so she was close to the floor. And then she starts crying and, oh my God, And the person, I guess it's her son, is yelling, get off of her. He was like, I'm not on her. She fell on her own. She did fall on her own. My thing is, was there any abuse, anything like that? I didn't see any of that. But she did hold on to the phone. So, I guess she won.
She held on to that phone. She did. That she did. That she did. Okay. So usually how we do when we get started and we come into our discussion, we look at what the topic is and everybody kind of goes around and gives their thoughts and their thoughts on what the topic is. We're going to do it a little bit different tonight because as we go into this discussion, there will be more thoughts and I do have a few videos. I have a few slides with some things we're going to be reading off and talking about. So just in the true form of how we normally do, I want to make sure before we get started. Stacy, would you like to say something about the video?
Of course.
Okay.
It's out. The video is an assumption of cheating.
Okay.
And that's why she has the phone.
Okay.
But to me, this is just me.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
This is just me.
And I agree with you.
I agree.
Already.
I agree.
You can't even say, yeah.
It don't take all that to know that he's cheating.
Okay. Okay.
You got your answer.
Mm-hmm.
But hurt people. So
hurt people. Okay.
That was her way of hurting him, and which it did because this man, he was like 30 years on the radio, and all of a sudden he's not on there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Reputation ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I
So,
think I seen a video where he went back to work yesterday,
oh,
and
okay.
he did a public broadcast on the radio.
Okay.
So
Oh,
I
yeah,
okay.
didn't I didn't
yeah,
hear or see that, so I'm gonna
yeah.
look
I
for
seen
that.
that yesterday. Hmm.
Okay. Okay. All right. Tony, I know you just got a last minute little snippet of a view of it. Did you want to say something or something?
Sure. I'll just add a couple of things. Somebody in our group mentioned that it seemed kind of staged.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I know in the media business is negative publicity isn't necessarily bad,
Mm.
especially if you're trying to get your name out there or your face.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're trying to increase your viewership, sometimes people do things to create a
Mm-hmm.
situation that we think is real. I'm not saying it wasn't real,
Right. Right.
but the other side of the coin is, was it real?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe everybody was in on it. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
as Stacy said, and I'm just speaking as Tony. I'm not Stacy.
Uh-huh.
It didn't make any sense to me. Okay, you got my phone. All right, what you gonna do now? If you're getting ready to break it or throw it, I'm gonna be mad. But what? Okay, you got my phone.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm already cheating, what's the difference? What's the
Mm-hmm.
difference? You're gonna find out what you're gonna be more mad at me. I mean, come on, man. It's to me, it's not as deep as I don't know. And this come from a guy that's been cheated on, so it hurts, but I don't get it.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. All right. So let me get my little tidbit on the video. My little tidbit on the video. I didn't think about the staged thing. I didn't think about that. As far as recording, I think everybody nowadays is ready to hit that record button. Something happened is automatically people are recording before they're helping. The world we live in at this point. Um, I didn't think about that, but I appreciate that perspective, Keita. My thought on the whole thing, and I have to say this: there's always step one. There has to be. There's one, and there's the letter A. Those two letters, that letter and that number begins. That's the beginning. When we start counting, when we start saying the alphabet, that's where we start. There has to be an agitator. There has to be something that happens to initiate a response. Whether it's a negative response or a positive response, there's a response. I saw another video, and I didn't have to, again, I'm not posting these on here, but I'm going to share it with you guys on Messenger. And I don't know, I'm sure other people have seen it. I saw another video that was another time. There was another situation with this same couple that was also recorded. It was on the in-home Ring camera. Did anybody see that one?
Mm-hmm.
The in-home Ring camera. He had unplugged the Wi-Fi, from what I could tell. He had unplugged the Wi-Fi. She was trying to get to it or whatever and get it back connected from what it appeared to be. And she got his phone that time. But in this video, she said, "I'm bleeding. See, I'm bleeding." And she said, "Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it." And he was like, "I'm not going to take a picture of that." And now again, I don't know where this video came from. I was just trying to kind of do my homework on this topic, and I'm going to send it to you all in Messenger. It's on Messenger. If y'all want to see it, I'll send it to y'all. Just let me know. But she literally said, "I'm bleeding." And she said, "Take a picture." Like, "Here, no, take a picture." And he was like, "I'm not taking it." She, "No, take a picture." And she had his phone on that instance, and same thing happened. He tussling, trying to get the phone. She's saying, "Stop, get off me," and they go out of frame. And out of frame, she yelling out of frame. So when I first had this discussion with a friend of mine about this video, the first thing that came to mind to me, this was not the first time. It was not the first time they were tussling over his phone. It was not the first time that she was upset and fussing about him texting, calls, or whatever. This was not day one of this situation, y'all. It was not day one of this situation. So with that, we're going to go deeper into this topic tonight. We want to go deeper in this topic tonight. Again, if you want to put out your thoughts and your opinion on what you think about the whole situation, you're welcome to do that. We here for a little while, so it'll come up in the chat and we'll put your message up. As a matter of fact, we have one from Kevin. Kevin, I don't know why you don't make it in studio, but all right. Corey, could you read what Kevin said?
Yep. Thin line between love and hate movie scene. Tigger, I think it was Tigger, was cheating. So got back by so she got back by creating an abuse scenario to get old boy locked up. Interestingly enough, I just got a message saying that she's accused someone here in Delaware, where I'm from, where I am right now. I don't know the situation, but it seems like there's a lot going on with this lady.
Now we're
first time, so
yeah, we're definitely learning that there's a lot going on with her. This thing is unfolding, and it really looks like she's getting she pretty much, things are being revealed. You know how we always say, things that are done in the dark
come to the light.
Come out to the light, which is why asking questions and fighting and going back and forth like this, it really, and I get it. I'm not going to ever say as a woman and as a younger woman that I was never in a place where I'm like, what, who is that? Like, you know what I mean? I've been there. I've been in a situation where I'm fighting over somebody's phone. But I'm just talking about that moment when you're frustrated, you're angry, you're whatever, and it takes two. It takes two. It takes two. But I'm sending this video to y'all. I want to try to get it to y'all as we go, so y'all can see what I'm talking about on this other video. But let's go deeper. Let's go into this thing. Let's talk about this thing, right? Our topic tonight is give me back my phone. Give me back my phone. Give me back my phone. So I want to get into, you all. This is going to be our first point. Our first point tonight. I want to get into this word right here. This word right here, privacy. Privacy. So when we see that word, what's our thoughts, y'all? Because remember that we already in it. We talking about a couple, husband and wife, committed relationship, however y'all want to look at that, because everybody's on different levels with their relationships and how that can look. So when y'all hear the word privacy, when y'all see the word privacy, when it comes to couples, what's your first thought, Tony? Oh, sorry.
So I can only say this. My wife's definition of privacy is much different than mine. Now, she's an only child, so she has a higher level of privacy than I do. I don't really have, private. Yeah, when I'm on the toilet, please leave me alone. But other than that, I'm married. So to me, and I know a lot of people are not like me. To me, like what's private? I mean, so to me, I'm an open book.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. All right. All right. Go ahead, Corey. Because you were gonna say something. Go ahead. Privacy. What's your thoughts?
The first thing that pops into my mind when I think of privacy in a relationship is alone time. I don't know why, but that's the first thing.
Mhm.
You share everything else, and maybe you need a moment to decompress or something. I don't know, but that's the first thing that popped in my mind was alone time.
Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. I want to go back just for a second before I ask the other two ladies because Kevin said something
Mm-hmm.
that I think was amazing. To be honest. To be honest, Corey, can you read that?
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, okay. What this woman did was cheapen the validity of real abuse victims
Mm.
by telling she was arrested the next week on kidnapping charges.
Read that first sentence again, please.
What this woman did was cheapen the validity of real abuse victims.
Mhm.
True.
Mhm.
Because every person that cries wolf,
Mm.
especially for Black women,
Mm.
missing people, and for
Mhm.
abused people in the Black
Mhm.
community, people don't believe the next person.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like,
Mhm.
oh, is it real?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're wasting time because people don't believe because you lied.
Mm-hmm.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. That was
Mhm.
that was good, Kevin. That was a good point. A very good point. A very
And
good point.
and
Mr.
I guess for me, with that single line, I agree so wholeheartedly because a piece of my soapbox. I was in an abusive relationship for 24 years.
Mm.
Mm.
I'm
Mm.
And
glad you're not in that relationship.
what I seen, no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe, I believe for every action, there's a reaction.
Reaction.
Tigger could have been cheating. And what she did was lessen the validity of the
Mm.
women out there that are really being abused. Now they will be harder to believe because of the game she just played. And
Mm.
yes, currently she is incarcerated for kidnapping her child 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they
Yeah.
still have not found this child, and she should be 17 now.
Yeah.
She kidnapped this child at 10, and she's 17, and they still have not found her. And the dad, I read it interview today with the dad earlier this morning that said, I go every day looking for my child. I don't believe my child is deceased, but I do believe she know where she's at and she's not telling.
Mm.
Oh, under the jail.
And she was picked up the day that video aired. She called herself going for a ride, and the police pulled her over and took her in. It was a warrant.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Mm.
gonna take
Yeah.
this one down because I wanna bring that other one. I wanna bring these back to back. King of the North.
What's up, family?
Hey.
Hey.
It's the 1-800 rent.
Hey.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes. Yes. Want you to get in where you fit in, sir. We kind of moving. Were you able to listen to it? Well, probably not.
No, I can't listen to that while I'm in therapy.
Yeah, that's why I stopped my I stopped my question. I stopped my question. Yes, kudos, sir. Therapy. Yeah.
Yes. Had to get my
Yeah.
Kegels
Oh,
done.
day.
So proud of you,
You had
sir.
to do what?
Had to get my mental Kegels done.
Yeah.
Get them in where you get them in.
Yes, yes. So before we go any further, sir, what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts?
On the topic at hand,
Well, the topic at hand, and I want you to give a little bit of snippet of what your thoughts were on the video.
oh, I didn't even watch the
On the,
video.
okay, well,
Um,
your topic at hand. Give us your topic at hand thoughts.
wow. Yes. This has been a little touchy thing throughout my relationship career.
Mm,
Mhm.
Um, I guess my initial thing would be why do you need my phone?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in my phone that you need. And I know I will get, because I have gotten pushback on that. And the thing is, if you have nothing to hide, then what's the problem? And it's like, for me, it's not about anything to hide. It's like, what is in my phone that you need?
Mm-hmm.
And again, I know I'm going to get pushback. But my thing about it is, in the military and in life, if you leave your phone sitting unlocked, people like to play silly games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my protection of my phone comes from.
Okay.
But the other thing is, why do you need my phone? Like, what? I don't need you to text any of my friends. I don't need you to do anything in my phone. If we have joint accounts, then you don't need my phone. If we don't have joint accounts, you don't need my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
that's where I'm at with it.
Okay. Okay.
But I know I'm going to get pushback, but that's just where I'm at with it.
Well, I'm glad you. I mean, I hear that's where you are, and thank you for your, for giving that. Thank you, Corey. See what you're saying. And even pushback or not, you have your reasonings. You have your reasonings. You have your reasonings. So let's go ahead and let's get into this thing. We were looking at this word. We were looking at this word. Um, this word right here.
Yes.
This one right here. Stacy, what's your thoughts on that word? Privacy.
My thoughts on that word, or my thoughts of it in a relationship?
In a relationship. Because we're gonna stay in this framework of in a relationship.
I do believe that there should be some level of privacy in a relationship. With the two people in the relationship, first of all, it depends on who you're with, because everybody is different. When I was married, between him and I, there really wasn't any privacy between him and I. We had each other's password. Did I go through his phone? No. If he say, "Hey, answer the phone," I'll answer the phone for him. If I say, "Hey, get that," he can answer my phone. But the privacy part came in as if I had discussions with my sister or my best friend, or something that was said with my mom, and that was our relationship. And I wouldn't share everything with him on that. But again, like I said, it depends on the person you're in the relationship with. Because when I get married again, it may be different. So it's different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But I know that it's a thin line when it comes between, like, if my mom is telling me something private, or my best friend, I'm not going to share that with him. You know how some people say bedroom talk or cover talk? I do believe it should be some separation.
Okay. Let me comment up real quick before we go to Miss Keita. Remember, the last thing Kevin said was about cheapening the validity of abuse when it actually happens. Kevin also followed up with this. Miss Corey, you got it? You're on mute, my dear.
Tigger is culpable as well, because he was getting his slide on the side. You can't dictate someone's response to violating fidelity.
Kevin be coming with gems, boy. He be dropping them. You can't dictate someone's response to violating fidelity. Do we agree with that, y'all? What y'all think about that?
I agree. But is that what happened? He was advocating? Or is that just what the assumption is?
Allegedly,
Okay.
he was texting with his coworker, another radio personality. So allegedly, that's what was going on in that situation.
Everybody face went to the side like,
So like, what was they texting? Like, what we gonna do on the next radio show? Like what?
Maybe that's why she took the phone, because she was trying to
we
figure it out.
Yeah. I'm
but
sure at some point one of these shows like TMZ or something or whatever, they'll get the text feed. I don't know how they don't get it.
but you do know, the radio host who they said that the assumption that they were messing around, she's suing
She is suing.
Suing who?
She's suing the wife.
the wife.
Oh, go
Is
for it.
she for slander? Defamation of character?
Defamation of character.
Go for it.
Hello. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and this is why. Never mind.
Again, we don't know. This is alleged that this man was cheating.
Oh,
Emotional, verbal, physical, whatever. It was alleged that he was cheating, which is why her response was, what her response was. And here goes the carpet laying out. It was rolled up in the corner. Somebody kicked it.
It's just like when you hit somebody, like you pass the first lick, you can't, okay, if I hit you like this, I can't tell you how to hit me back.
right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because you hit me like this, I might want to hit you like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't dictate somebody's response.
For
Like I said, there's a
reaction, there's a
beginning.
reaction.
There's
It
a
ain't always
beginning.
equal.
It's
Right.
not always an equal reaction.
Right.
It's not all. Woo! It's not. I was having this conversation. Everybody want to look at what she did, her response. And let's stay just at the point. Let's just stay at the point where she felt like her husband was being unfaithful. And she reacted and responded
Message
to
on
that.
your phone.
Let's just go with that part. Let's stop on that part. That part right there. Her reaction, her feeling, there was an action that dictated, that pushed, that opened this whole can of worms up. There was an action that did that. And right or wrong, she responded the way she did. And in this case, in this situation, allegedly, she did some stuff being safe. Allegedly, she did some stuff that's now, that carpet is being rolled out for her, and her dirty laundry and her stuff is being shown. But we sticking with this privacy. Keita, go ahead. Your thoughts on when it
I'm
comes.
a crossing between Tony and Stacy,
Mm-hmm.
because in a relationship and when I was married, I was an open book. So there was no secrets.
Mm-hmm.
He may have had secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. And that much I agree with Tony. But with Stacy, I agree with Stacy, because the level of privacy that I would have with my sisters and brothers, I'm not going to share that with my mate, because that's privacy. I do believe, like I said earlier, for every action, there's a reaction. But also, as my grandmother used to say, a wounded dog would bark.
Mm-hmm.
And who's there to say that Tigger was the guilty one?
Mm-hmm.
She could have been doing it. And just
Mm-hmm.
because she was doing it, all of a
guilt.
sudden, the guilt. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm cheating on him. So I'm guilty because I know what he doing. I mean, I know what I'm doing.
Wait. We gotta go.
Let me figure this out.
We gotta go with the information that was put out. We speculating other stuff.
But but we speculating that he was cheating. Aren't we speculating that he's cheating?
Well, no, that's what was said. I'm just saying the things that were
Okay.
brought out.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just saying the things that were brought out. But I get you. I get what you're
It could
saying.
be a devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get it. Hey, Carla.
Hey,
Good evening.
good evening.
I'm just not. I'm not touching nobody's phone. I
Yeah.
have a standing rule
Mm-hmm.
in a marriage, in a relationship. If I'm not ready to break up with you, I'm not touching your phone, because what you may think is cool and okay, I might think it's something. You might be like it's nothing. I might think it's something. So if I'm not ready to leave you, I'm not touching your phone. I'm not.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Corey.
I feel like if you are truly to the point where you got to go through the phone, you got to look for stuff,
It's done.
whether the person is cheating or not, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
you can't, for whatever reason, you're not trusting them. So
Yeah.
it's time for you to go. Am I reading this?
Yes, please.
Okay. Privacy, specifically concerning the phone, can drive a wedge of mistrust. Inappropriate texting, conversations on social media,
Mhm.
and communications always lead to an oops.
Oops.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Guard the parameters of your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Guard the parameters of your relationship.
So can I jump in? Can I jump in and
Yes.
share? You know, I always like to be hot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hot is honest, open, and transparent.
Yeah.
So when I met my wife Paula, she had two BFFs. One was female and one was male. They were both college friends. All right. And as I got to know them, the friends, one day I said to my wife, "Hey, this guy likes you."
Hmm.
Now initially he was married, but then he got divorced. And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "No, this guy likes you." Okay. Now we're talking about privacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
She has the right to have private conversations with these two people. I knew that from the jump and I accepted it. But once the new information came in, then to fast forward, what was happening was the dude was talking to her and telling her that she needed to be with somebody else.
Wow.
So there can't be a thin line between privacy. You've got to be open and honest in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're honest, and my wife was honest, but you have to be honest, and then there's no reason to be sitting there worrying about privacy if you're honest. If I ask my wife a question, even if it's something where she's private, but I ask you a question, I better get an answer, and I better get an honest answer.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But like Kevin's got a comment in here where he says, if you open the door of doubt, you can't trip if someone walks through it and investigates.
Mm. Mm. Ooh, let's sit right there for a minute. Let's sit right there for a minute, because we gotta walk this. We gotta take this one, y'all. We gotta take this one, because I said that there was another video. I sent it to you all in y'all messenger. It wasn't the first time. It wasn't the first situation, and we don't know how many situations they've had, or any couple for that matter, right? But talking about this situation, it wasn't the first. If you open the door of doubt, you can't trip if someone walks through it and investigates. Keita, like you, my grandmother had a saying, like yours. My grandmother had a saying: a hit dog will always holler. A hit dog will always holler. If you grabbing somebody's phone and their first reaction, what you doing? Give me my phone. What you doing? Stop. Come here. Wait. Right. Your first thought is male or female. Your first thought is going to be what? Hey, Tip.
Hey.
Your first thought going to be
Negative. Something going on. You're hiding something.
Something.
You're hiding something.
So if you open the door down, now I asked King, y'all, because of what he said at the beginning, right? And I'm purposely asking you, King, what did you say at the beginning? How does this comment, brother, apply to what you said or not?
I guess it would depend on the situation, because I'll use a good example. Donna, we've known each other since the dawn of time, right?
Yeah.
Now, you hypothetically, you may text me at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
Mhm.
And if I was with my ex-wife, why is she texting you? That's my sis. That's Donna. What is she talking about? That's between us. That opened the door of doubt.
Yes.
But
Yes.
you might want to investigate that. However, that's a private conversation between me and Donna.
Mhm.
So that's
Not
none
at
of your-
10 p.m. What? No, absolutely not. Absolutely
Because
not.
he said 10:30.
But my thing is this. That's my sis. She may have an emergency. She may need something urgent to talk to me about. And because that's my sis, I'm going to respond. Sweetie over here may have a problem with that. She may doubt the validity of what I tell her. We having a private, she's going through something. Well, what is she going through? That's not something that I want to discuss with you, because that's not your business. I have opened the door of doubt. So,
Mhm.
for me, it's like, that's a private conversation that, I'm not going to
So
dive
there's
into that with you.
There's another saying. Okay, there's
I
another.
got you,
old
Stacy.
saying.
I got you, Stacy.
What goes on in my house is my business. If you doing something in my house, then it's my business.
So no,
So now you want to tell me what my business is?
come on, Stacy, come off mute, man. Come off mute.
My thing is this, like I have a male best friend, right? So when I had my male best friend, and when I got serious, whenever I get in a serious relationship, the person that I'm serious with automatically knows that I have a male best friend. Okay. And then my male best friend, he's gonna respect the fact that I'm in a relationship, and he's not gonna call my phone after anything. What does he need with me? What does she need with you? If it ain't your sister or your mama.
Mhm.
But that's just me. Because even when my male best friend, he's married, and I have never ever in life had an emergency that I had to go to him first. Knowing that he's married, I would never ever disrespect him or her like that. That's just me. And so my whoever I'm with would never have to doubt anything. Even when I'm at work, I would never ever go to eat lunch with a male by myself, even though we're just friends. If we can't go as a group, him and I, because that's my choice to respect my union,
My
that I'm in.
relationship.
Yeah.
So I was gonna put this one up last, but I'm gonna. It's a good time to put this one up now, because I think what we're talking about right now, this is very important. Let me move this. This is very important. Without communication, there is no relationship. Without respect, there is no love. Without trust, there's no reason to continue. There's no reason to continue. The way I see that one right there, and King, I love you to pieces.
But would you do the same for him, Donna?
Wait, hold on. I said, I love you to pieces, King and Tony and any other of my homeboys that are my homeboys. I love you to pieces. But if this situation would happen, and it's a certain time of the night, and my man is like, well, why he calling you at this time of the night? I'm explaining the hell out of that situation. Because I do not want, this is guarding the parameters. And I get what you're saying, King. I understand the connection and the closeness. But priority one, I appreciate that you love me that much, but don't make that woman not like me for no reason, place,
See?
Wait.
but you know, everybody's opinion, everybody's thoughts, and because remember, we're not here necessarily to change each other's minds. We're here to looking at different perspectives that may make us say, maybe I need to think about that. So, in all love, Brother King, King of the North, I need you to think about that one. Because I'm going to make sure, as Stacy asked the question, I'm going to make sure my man, I'm gonna make sure, you know, King broke his leg. I did listen. I need to explain.
Let me throw a little seasoning in there. So
Okay.
my problem, well, not my problem. My my situation is most of my close friends are females. I don't rock with a lot of dudes, and any woman that I deal with knows that. And it's a default jealousy or whatever because of that. So it doesn't matter what time of day the call is or what the reason is. It could be totally nothing going on. Because I have mostly female friends and I'm close to them, that's already a problem in my situation. So it's not even, open a door of doubt. It's like you're jealous because I have mostly female friends, and I've had this issue time and time again. And I'm not going to say I need to put my female friends to the side because to deal with your jealousy. I'm not doing that. You know what you're coming into. You meet my female friends. I make it a point to say, hey, this is such and such, this is such and such, this is such and such.
I'm so sorry.
We've known each other for this amount of time.
Face.
Oh.
I have this thing that I hereby tip. We're gonna get you in there, girl. We're gonna get you in there. Guard the parameters of your relationship.
That's why I'm single.
Okay.
I feel like, especially if you married, you take care of each other first.
You
You
Tip,
take care
what
of
you
each
got?
other
You want to
first.
jump in there?
I was just thinking about what he was saying as far as women know what they walk into when they're dealing with him because he's close to females. He has very close female friends, but some people smile in your face and put on a good show. Like, for example, my ex-boyfriend long time ago had a god sister. She was so-called crazy about me. I was crazy about her. Yada, yada, yada.
Ooh.
Lo and behold, they were knocking boots. So I don't care to deal with men who
got female best friends.
Yes, exactly. And my last relationship, when we first got together, and I remember him telling me that, she was around way before you. I'm not about to lose my friendship over just because we dating or this, that, and the third. But it wasn't that I wanted him to dismiss her, but there were no boundaries. So like y'all said, calling at different times of night and things of that nature, like she did not care that he had a girlfriend. She felt like I come first.
Tell me y'all in the chat, in the chat, because I know there are some people, whether male or female, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the brothers. If that's how y'all feel, and that's what y'all thoughts, could y'all type in the chat and tell us and let us know that, so we can kind of discuss why. So we can kind of discuss why that is. Y'all type in the chat. Let me play this video, y'all.
But you know what? When with my ex-husband, he did have a female best friend, and while we were dating, he introduced me to her, and she became my friend. So I wasn't jealous. of anything, but she never did anything out of the way. You know what I'm saying? She never did anything out of the way. And she never gave me a reason to believe or assume anything. And I do believe that you can actually have opposite sex friends, because I have a male best friend and he's married. It is what it is, but I mean, it does have to be boundaries. No one should be stuck in something, especially like if you're married, stuck in something uncomfortable or feel like you're walking on eggshells or whatever.
Yeah.
Because you got to question, why, or you're afraid to ask questions about.
Yeah.
I have male friends, and I have strong boundaries. I don't call them to come help me maintain my home, help me with my car, anything like that. And if we do hang out, it's in a group setting, like you said. It's never, oh, let's get together and go to a movie, or let's go to the bar, stuff like. I'm not putting myself in a situation where two grown adults may slip and fall and do something they ain't got no business, because we all, we're human.
Yeah.
So I just don't put myself in a situation where that could happen at all.
Yeah, God in those parameters. Let's kind of veer back to taking these steps, because we want to get some definitions. We talking about privacy, but there's another word that comes in play here. There's another word that comes in play here along with privacy. It's secrecy. Secrecy versus privacy. Girl, give me my phone. Boy, if you don't give me my phone, secrecy versus privacy. Mr. Tony, can you take secrecy?
Yes, I'll take
I'm sorry, let me say this. Hold on, let me say this. When you read secrecy, then King, can you read the response on the other side for privacy? Okay. Thank you.
Secrecy for 100. Information you're ashamed of disclosing.
King?
Keeping a journal.
Okay. That's privacy.
This is secrecy. Hiding information because you are scared of your partner's reactions.
Having your own hobbies.
Privacy.
Secrecy. Knowing your partner would be upset if they found out without you telling them first.
Having private conversations with friends and family.
Privacy.
And secrecy for 1000. Covering up problematic or addictive behavior.
Not sharing your deepest fears.
Not sharing your deepest fears. That could be. Let me put this one up. I want to put this other one up too, because I like this. Some of the same, but a little bit of different. Stacy, can you read secrecy? and Carla, can you read privacy?
Deleting messages so your partner won't see them.
Privacy, Carla?
Keeping your password private to maintain personal space.
Hiding your financial transactions to avoid being asked questions.
Privacy, managing your own money without reading to explain every expense. I don't have my glasses, so.
Oh, sorry.
That was close.
Yeah, that was good. Go ahead, Stace.
Covering up a mistake to avoid conflicts.
Secrecy. Privacy. You need
Privacy,
somebody to
taking time to process a mistake before discussing it.
Sneaking out to hide what you're doing.
Spending time alone without justifying it.
Sharing intimate details about your relationship with others.
Ooh, secrecy. Ooh.
Privacy, sharing only what feels comfortable and respectful to you and your partner.
Hiding that you're still talking to an ex and or denying when asked.
My privacy, that part is cut off for me. I just see choosing not to discuss. I don't see the other part.
Choosing not to discuss past relationships that don't affect the present
Hmm.
for privacy.
So it seems like, you know, privacy is like control, like you're controlling the situation. Like I have control over my personal information, and secrecy is like intentionally hiding something.
Hiding. Y'all, I got some good information. Y'all know I really did my homework tonight. Yeah, I was doing it. Go ahead, Miss Corey. Privacy, please.
Privacy is a good thing. Privacy is what allows us to keep parts of ourselves to ourselves.
Yeah.
Privacy is an important part of child development. It is a part of a healthy relationship. It's part of a healthy relationship. Privacy will not hurt other people. You can be both honest and private. A lack of privacy can feel bad.
Mm-hmm. Miss Keita, can you read secrets? Can you see it? You're on mute, my dear. Okay. I may have to get Tip. Can you read secrets?
Yeah, secrets can be dangerous. It involves actively keeping information from someone else. It is usually done out of fear or harm to themselves or the other person. Secrets betray trust and harm relationships. You cannot be honest and keep secrets. Keeping secrets can feel bad.
So yeah, y'all know I always go back to childhood, looking at somebody in that manner. You know, when you really dig deep into learning somebody and get to knowing somebody, going back to childhood. When this said privacy is an important part of child development, y'all know that one struck a chord with me. That one struck a chord with me because there's another video. There's a video here I want to share. So I don't know if I'm going to share it or not, but the young lady in part of the video is saying that some people who don't respect people's boundaries, their spouses, their significant others' boundaries with privacy, usually you the problem. Your toxicity is the problem because you don't understand boundaries. So I thought about that when I looked at that and it said an important part of child development. Like how many of us did not have privacy growing up? You muted.
Whoa.
Keep that door open.
Whoa.
Yeah. And I understand a part of it was to keep us safe because children don't understand logic. You got to be taught that this person is not your friend and this is why. This you can't go these places and this is why. I get all of that. But the core of it, not having privacy, not learning what boundaries look like, and now we grown and snatching folks' phones or secure enough in certain situations, or we giving people room to doubt, reason to doubt. Because we got to think about point A before we think about point Z. We're giving people room to doubt. Go ahead, Stace.
Or as a child, your mom read your diary.
Ha.
Oh.
So you didn't learn boundaries.
Was it in her house? Was it in her house?
And that's the thing. She said it was in my house, so you ain't got no privacy.
Right.
And you know, I think that's the bigger problem too, the bigger issue of this, because we look at privacy as protecting ourselves and other people look at it as being secret. And some people misconstrue that and they overblow it. It's like, no, I'm not being secretive. This is just something of mine. So like when you use the diary thing, let's just say as an adult, we write a diary and our diary is our comfort place. It's nothing crazy in there, but this is my private thoughts. something that's for me that I can reflect upon. And that significant other, well, what's in there that I can't read it? This is my private diary. This is for me. And that causes that whole let me see your phone mentality. I'm not being secretive. This is just mine. Let me have my private space. Now I've opened the door of doubt because I don't want to let you read my private diary. Now, if I say the hell with my boundaries, here, read my diary. Now I don't feel comfortable in this relationship anymore because you don't respect my privacy. I'm not being secret. This is just mine.
This is a perfect time for this video, y'all. Let me play this. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but that was perfect. Let's listen to this.
So I made a post a couple of weeks ago and I was talking about secrecy versus privacy in relationships and marriages. And I was basically saying that your partner does not have to share every single detail of their life with you. Of course, the comments went in an uproar. If my person can't tell me what's going on in life, if they don't share everything with me, then why are we together? And I realized that some of you do not understand what personal boundaries are. You probably lack personal boundaries yourself, so you wouldn't understand. There's a difference between secrecy and privacy. When there's secrecy, there's something that's probably violating the trust. When there's secrecy, there's probably some form of dishonesty that is playing out. However, in privacy, it's not coming from a place of dishonesty and it doesn't violate trust. Contrary to many people's belief, but emotional blackmail happens in relationships and marriages probably more often than you think. There are so many people who will utilize the things that you have told in privacy, the things that you have confided in them, and use it against you whenever they're upset. Everybody has a right to privacy. They have a right to privacy when it comes to their thoughts, to their opinions, their experiences, their past. They have that right. And you have to learn how to respect that. That's the number one way that you can show that I do respect my person. If a person has a lot of embarrassing moments in the past, or maybe they have a past that they don't want to relive, they probably will not tell you that. It's not that they're trying to be dishonest. They just want to keep that private. If a person goes out with friends or family and stuff like that, and they're talking to their friends and their family about personal things, and their friends and family don't want those things relayed to anybody else, they more than likely will respect that and keep that as a private matter. You don't have to be included in every single part of your person's life. Some of you are really invasive. Some of you are really emotionally abusive, and you probably don't realize that you are. When you punish somebody for not telling you something because they don't feel like telling you, or if you punish somebody for not telling you something because maybe they don't feel safe enough to tell you, or you punish somebody for not including you in their everyday experiences, people don't have to do that. If your person tells you, hey, I need just a little time alone, and that becomes a problem, they're not the problem, you're the problem, because a person has the right to go through whatever it is that they need to go through. If they need space, the space should not threaten your relationship. They have the right to be autonomous. They have a right to have their freedom. If your person tells you they want to go hang out with friends, you don't have to know exactly where they're going and who they're going to hang out with unless their friends have created some type of problems in the past and you voice that. But other than that, allow a person to make decisions. Let them show you who they are through their decisions. And don't come through and
I love how the videos come up in with us now. We don't have to be off screen. I love how that works. Yeah, that's secrecy versus privacy. Secrecy versus privacy. Whoo.
And can I say something?
Yes.
I mean, because I can only go by what I've experienced, okay, right? So, some people like the girls' trip and the boys' trip or whatever. Some people don't believe in that or whatever, right? But I'm a believer that you had these friends before you met me. Like, these could be friends like you had ever since you was in kindergarten. And if y'all want to take a trip somewhere without me, it's okay. And if I want to take a trip somewhere with my best friend or with my sister, it's okay. But some people say I'm wrong for that. But I mean, to each his own. Whatever floats your boat. That's why I said everybody's relationship is different. So it's whatever works for you when you're with your person.
Right.
So I would say, and normally I wait to the end, but learn your person. You should already know that before you become. Now I may get some pushback. You should already know that before you become intimate with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have friends and you do girl trips or guy trips, they should already know that. And if they say no, I can't do that, then you know
That's not your person.
that's not your person.
Yeah. Yeah. I have something, and I actually had it to put up, but I took it off because I didn't want overkill. But I want to read it just in this moment. Every couple must figure out how to navigate the line between privacy and secrecy. Every couple, it didn't say every family member, it didn't say every homegirl, every homeboy, every co-worker. It said every couple must figure out how to navigate the line between privacy and secrecy. Privacy and secrecy. Give me my phone back. Give me my phone back. Why are we getting to the point? Give me my phone back. Look at this one right here. What y'all think? Marriage matters. Rights versus privileges. How open are you to sharing your password with your spouse? How open? Now, y'all don't have to answer that question. That's a thought. That's a thought-provoking statement. How open are you? Again, each couple has to figure out how to navigate that between the two of them. How open are you with sharing your password with your spouse? Me personally, he can have it. I don't have a problem. Cause why not? Why not? Why not? This is the person that chose me, and I chose him. If we can't, this dude said it best, y'all. Listen to this dude said it
Social
best.
media engagement is killing relationships. If you got secrets, you don't deserve to be in a relationship. There's a difference between privacy and secrecy.
I'm sorry. Do me a favor, y'all. Could y'all mute? I'm not sure where that's coming from. It's interfering with the play. Can y'all mute? Thank you, thank you. And that was perfect because that was the wrong one. This is the one I wanted to play.
You mean to tell me y'all share bodily fluids on a regular basis, but we can't share passwords and social media pages? Make it make sense. Y'all share the same bed, and you mean to tell me y'all can't share with each other phones and tablets? It's not privacy. It's secrecy. And people's relationships are being destroyed because of secrets. So we got to be in relationships where we agree. We're not keeping any secrets from each other. We're going to be honest, open, transparent, vulnerable with each other.
Y'all share bodily fluids. You can't get no closer to that outside of being a woman giving birth.
That was deep.
Yeah, you can't get no closer than that. You want me to do certain things to you and put stuff where? And I can't have your password? What? Because if we're doing that, you trust me to the end of the earth. But we've got, like he said, we've gotten so far. Some people have gotten so far away from that thing of this is my business. I don't have to tell you my business. Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy, and that goes both directions. I don't understand why people do get in relationships and feel like there's these secrets. Because we learned tonight, if you ain't know before, you learned tonight the definition of privacy in the framework of a relationship and the definition of secrecy in the framework of a relationship. Keeping secrets can't be no good to it. Can't be no good to it. Y'all had all kind of clips and everything tonight. Stacey, what you like? What's up?
Corey.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
What's your thoughts, Corey? What you thinking?
Well,
He was right.
I agree with what he said.
He was right.
Anybody disagree with what he said? Devil's advocate. Let's play it, Keita. Anybody disagree? King Head with this one. Like, huh? Did you
So
get
I want to say this. I disagree with one thing that the lady said, the video before that.
Okay.
Okay. If my wife's going somewhere, then this is all I need to know. I need to know where you're going, the name of the place, and I want to know what crowd you with. I don't have to know everybody's name, but is it the cigar crew? Is it your college crew? Is it your Soros? I mean, what? Tell me.
Yeah.
I need to know the names.
I agree that.
But
I
if
agree.
you might not come back.
But if you say no, that's private.
Hold up now. Wait a minute.
then then it becomes secrecy.
Yeah.
Now, if I ask, now some people don't need to have all that information. My wife she don't care. She don't care. Just tell me when you're leaving and when you're coming home. That's just tell me those two things.
Yeah, and that's got to be because we can't really see the word underneath here, but the backdrop of us tonight, it says trust. Trust. This is not only two words. I put it down there because this is a big part. This is a big part of the privacy secrecy scenario. Trust. Trust. If you have trust first, I think trust should come first. Trust, privacy, secrecy. Because if you have trust, then the privacy is next. Understanding what that means for your spouse, your mate, your significant other. And then even discussing secrets. Like, what's a secret? Like, these conversations you have to have.
Right.
Like, don't wait for it to happen. Let's have this conversation. I love when new relationships are developing and people aren't scared and worried and concerned about asking questions. Ask me questions, because I want to ask you questions too. Let's talk about what works for you, because what works for me may not work for you. Your mama and daddy may have been the sole breadwinner, did everything, took care of the house, and mama didn't ask no questions about his bills and how much money there was. We know that definitely a lot of us and in our past, our families, the way they ran was like that. It was that way. And she didn't ask no questions because she knew when she flipped on that light, it was going to come on. Because daddy was going to handle that. But daddy was like, you got to either don't ask me or you don't have to ask me, because I'm going to take care of it. There's a difference in privacy and secrecy. Now, if daddy said, don't you worry about my bills and how much money I make, that ain't your plate. Well, we know that's probably happened too, in some scenarios. Was that right? No, it wasn't. We can go and say it. We ain't got to debate was that right or wrong. That was not. It was not. Have those discussions. I don't remember what this one is, y'all, but I'm going to put it up because I think it's the last one. What does it say? Go ahead, Corey.
Every couple must figure out how to navigate the line between privacy and secrecy.
Privacy and secrecy. Every couple. I think that may be a good way to end on that one. A good way to
know
end.
your person.
Know your person. Know your person. Closing thoughts. Let's get it. Miss Tip, what's your closing thought on privacy versus secrecy? Now, again, we know we started out with Mr. Tigger and his wife and they situation. But I really feel like, and y'all tell me what y'all think, if these things were adhered to at the beginning of that relationship, we wouldn't have seen that video. That situation, whether it's their household or any other household, those things don't happen. And sometimes we realize we go into relationships where, like I said, we don't ask these questions. We don't have these conversations. And now you in this situation where you like, who was that? And what's going on? And why is this? And why is that? Those things are going to come up but I think there's some really rational conversations to have, so we won't end up in these places. Tip, what you think, babe?
I think the main thing is trust, and I feel like she violated, or people violate privacy by trying to snoop or go through people's phones or their journals or their diaries and things like that. That's a violation to me. I think it's beyond disrespectful. If you trust your mate, trust your mate. Um, sometimes things are done out of insecurity, or you know, just not having confidence in the relationship at all. And if that's the case, then maybe you shouldn't be together. Just my humble opinion. Like,
Okay, Miss
why, who wants to be in suspicion all the time? Like,
Right, right,
that
right.
just don't make sense to me. And I don't want nobody violating me.
Mm-hmm.
I might share passwords, if I'm on my way to marriage or something like that, but you're not gonna do it just because your boyfriend and girlfriend, and you're trying to put your foot down or something, or have some type of hold on me. No, that's not gonna work.
Right, right. I would say you ain't had enough time in service for that.
Yeah, a real commitment, that's one thing, but
What you think, Miss Carla? Thank you, Tip. What you think, Miss Carla? Closing thoughts on this one.
Definitely, it's about trust and setting boundaries. And if I'm in a committed relationship, I don't really have a problem with sharing password. I mean, it's not a big deal for me because I don't really have anything to hide. But you still got to have some boundaries. But if you're doubting me, that's a problem. But I'm really probably not going to give you anything to doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but it definitely takes. You got to have some type of communication. What you just said earlier about where you are and where you're going. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Miss Keita, what you think?
Trust, communication, and boundaries. I mean, like I said, I'm an open book. I never even had a passcode on my phone until Apple said, because you
I'm
got,
sorry, can we mute? Can we mute y'all? I'm not sure where feedback is coming from.
when
Go ahead,
Apple
babe.
said when Apple said in order for you to use your Apple Pay, you got to put a passcode on your phone or putting your cards in your wallet. That's when I put a passcode on my phone. I never even had a passcode on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't care. I mean, because I didn't have anything to hide. But I mean, it's boundaries, learning your mate, trust, and communication.
Yeah,
So yeah.
yeah, yeah. What you got, Miss Stacy?
Pretty much what everybody said, the boundaries and the communication and knowing your person. When you're in the dating stage and if you're having issues with trust, then get out. Don't think that it's gonna magically disappear the longer you get in, the longer you stay in it. It's easier to just, once you identify the issue and it's not changing, just get out when you first see it, and it won't be issues later on, because I'm pretty sure with that secret that she had about kidnapping her child, they wouldn't even got married.
Wow. Wow. Digging deep. Digging deep. Yeah, yeah. All right, King, what you think? What's your closing thoughts?
Pretty much what the ladies had said so far. Also to add with that, yourself,
Mm.
and if you have trust issues, if you don't understand or comprehend the difference between privacy and secrecy, if you are not mature enough to address those issues before you think about getting into a committed relationship, then maybe you need to step back and really assess yourself and see what you're ready for, because you don't know what that other person has been through. They may be protecting their privacy and you may assume that they're being secret. So if you don't have that communication or that maturity to understand and work through that, then go sit your ass on the bench somewhere.
That's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Miss Corey B. That's good stuff. Cause I'm sorry. Can I just real quick? Cause I gotta do this on that one. Cause it's always not time to throw in the towel. It's not always not time to just walk away. And I get if you don't see any improvement, any changes, any space of having a discussion, because people have insecurities. And if he or she is asking, can I see your phone? Or they're checking your phone, I wouldn't say automatically just dust your hands up and figure out if you see something within it, even if it's early on or you're in it and they've been sneaking long enough and they so good you ain't know it. You 3 years in and be like, you're looking at my phone. Figure out what the reason is. And if you can work through it and help somebody through it, because that's your person, you want them to be your person, then do that without losing yourself, of course. Without losing yourself. Go ahead, Miss Corey.
But what is his definition of sit your ass on the bench? Were you still saying stay in a relationship and just need a timeout? Is that
No,
or were you saying get rid of them?
I'm saying like everybody knows where they are in life when it comes to their insecurities and whether they understand privacy or secrecy or anything like that. So if you are not ready to jump into a relationship because you have not resolved those issues, go sit down somewhere and fix yourself. Then once you fix yourself, decide that or make sure that you're ready to get into a relationship, that you understand, hey, it's my duty to respect this person's privacy, and I can't assume that it's secrecy because of whatever's going on in my head, and respect that they have been through things. And just because I think it's secrecy, no, they may be just a private person because of what they've been through. And I need to understand and respect that. And if I can't, I need to go sit on the bench somewhere.
Good stuff. Go ahead, Miss Corey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought Tip was saying something. Okay. Sorry. Well, I think everybody else was correct. I agree with y'all. I can't really add too much to it other than do your Kegels. Because if you're sitting on that thing after all these Kegels, you shouldn't have an issue getting exactly what you want.
Say that again, sis. What?
If you're sitting on that thing.
Dude,
I thought you about to throw your Kegels on the screen.
Right. I was like, what's happening? Like, what happened just now?
No. I saw what looked
like dang, Corey, we're gonna have to
No, I saw what looked like
different licensure for that.
No, I saw what looked like smoke, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on? What just happened? So I'm
that's some Kegels, girl. That's some Kegels. You so good at them.
I'm tripping. Burning stuff up. What you saying? My bad.
Come on, Tony. What you got, sir?
So I'm just gonna say this. I believe that respect is given.
Yeah.
I give people respect. And trust is earned. It's my responsibility to establish. It's my responsibility to show you that I am trustworthy. And if I do something that breaks that trust, it's not the other person's job to reestablish the trust. The one who breaks the trust is responsible for reestablishing it. And just know that the other person may just say, no, that's okay. I'm going a different direction because you broke my trust.
The one who breaks the trust. Repeat that, please.
The one who breaks the trust is still responsible for us reestablishing the trust, not the other person. The other person shouldn't have to beg you to create an environment of trust. It's your responsibility.
And if you find somebody that doesn't understand that, then you leave. That's when you there is no question. If you have somebody that does not understand that you messed up, yet my feelings and reaction on it, you think you get to what? Okay. Okay.
Remember what Kevin said. Remember, if I create that door,
Mm-hmm.
then I can't get mad if you come through the door with some stuff.
Kick the door in.
You know, and I can't just say I'm sorry. I'll change. I'm changing. Man, you're gonna have to live with some heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're the one that broke the trust.
Mm-hmm. And then, well, how long they want me? I heard this before. How long she want me to
Pay?
pay? To how long am I supposed to sit and wait until she or he feels secure enough, trusting you, just like you took the time to break their trust.
That's right.
Until they feel secure enough. Now, if you can't do that, take your selfish behind on. What you say, King? Sit your ass down on the bench?
Yep. Bench that ass. I said bench, YouTube. Bench.
It's mighty close though.
All right, y'all. We got everybody. Welcome back, Carla, in the last 45. All right, y'all. This was a good discussion. Secrecy versus privacy. Understand what it is. Have that discussion with your mate, and understand at the end of the day, without communication, there's no relationship. Without respect, there's no love. Without trust, there's no reason to continue. It all starts with communication. And don't think just because you told somebody one time, they should get it. It requires more conversations and making sure you understand. And if you feel like you walking on eggshells and you scared to ask those questions, you may want to reconsider the person you're dealing with.
You might want to bench your ass. That's what you might want.
It is. It is.
We got a new quote. Do your
Put it on the t-shirt.
know your person and bench that ass.
All right, so we'll touch you. You got yours.
Yes.
Stacey, you got to come up with one, Stacey. We'll work on it, ladies. Let's all work on it. All right. I love y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all joining tonight. Miss Keita, Miss Tip, and Miss Carla, thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all being here. And then the producers in the backdrop, we will talk as we do all the time. Stacey, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you all next